Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here, and welcome you guys to our brand new Pokemon Sword and Shield team builders. And today we are kicking it off with the starters of Sobble, Drizzile, and Inteleon. Now, quick spoilers, just to say that if you've not played the game or played all of the games yet, they are relatively new as of recording this, that there will be spoilers ahead for certain Pokemon if you have not seen them and didn't see the leaks and everything else. So, quick disclaimer, of course, like always, just to say this is opinion based as well. If you want to change anything about the team, then by all means go ahead and do so. That includes the Pokemon themselves, the moves, the natures, anything about the team. It is your journey through Galar and Sword and Shield and all that good stuff. So whatever you want to change, you do you. But definitely make sure to let me know in the comment section below what you change and what you decided to use as well, and your opinions on Sword and Shield. If you like the games, if you don't like the games, what do you like, what don't you like, and all that good stuff. But with that being said, guys, let's go on with this. Alright then you guys, so first on the list of course we have our starter, which is Inteleon or Intelion. I haven't really pronounced any of these correctly, so if I butchered the names for these guys, I apologise in advance. Of course, it's fairly new. We haven't heard them in the anime yet, because as of recording, there's no anime as of right now. So first up we got, I'm going to say Intelion. I feel like Intelion's going to be the right way to say it. Moveset of Snipe Shot, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball and Air Slash, so just a bit of coverage all around. It's just a plain water type itself, so that it's going to get just a main coverage. I decided to use Snipe Shot as it's like, because it's his signature move. I've put the signature move on all of the starters just for future reference, just because they're there, you might as well keep them on there, they've got special ability. This Snipe Shot's quite interesting. It's mainly for like double battles. It will like focus in on the specific Pokemon that you hit with the Snipe Shot. Ice Beam, of course, coverage for grass types and different things like that. Shadow Ball, being able to hit ghost types, psychic types, and then Air Slash for your bug types, your fighting types, and all that good stuff. So just an all-round basic coverage. Base 125 special attack, absolutely amazing. Base 125 attack with the modest nature, of course, to even boost that even higher. You don't need to up its speed, it's already base 120, so it's already very quick. Mixed opinions on this Pokemon, to be honest. Looking at loads of people loved Sobble when it was first released. They thought it was really cute, and now it was very like, it was crying and it's quite shy, and now we're expecting this to evolve into quite some I don't know what, when I first saw it I wasn't really sure what to expect, and I'm not mad at what it turned into. It's like, I think its description is the secret agent Pokemon, so it's sort of like a detective in a way, so your James Bond type kind of thing, which I think is cool. It works with design. I really like it, to be honest. I really like all three starter designs for this game. I think the game itself is beautiful, and they've done a fantastic job with Sword and Shield, done a really good job. So it evolves from Sobble level 16, and then from Drizzile into Intelion. I'm butchering this at 35. So your box standard sort of starter type Pokemon in terms of levels, moveset. Fantastic starter. It's your glass cannon starter, so it's just going to help you hit things really hard and go quickly with the new Dynamaxing as well. I'm sure if you've got that high special attack, you can use that to your advantage as well and hit it really well and get used to new mechanics that way. But that's our first Pokemon on the list. Of course, it's our starter. It is Intelion. On to our second Pokemon then, you guys, and we have Corviknight, a fan favourite coming out of Generation 8. It's going to be weird saying Generation 8 from now on. Corviknight, flying steel type, so actually its first typing is it's mono flying, so funny enough, its starter Mon Rookie D, I think I'm saying that right, is just flying types, there's no normal type in there, so it's Rookie D, Corvisquire, and then Corviknight. I really hope I'm not butchering these words. Level 18 and level 38, so not bad for like the Route 1-1, but actually the fact that it's steel and flying is actually pretty gnarly. Iron Head, Drill Peck, U-Turn, Body Press. Body Press is a new move in this game, fighting type, base 80 power, I believe. Impish Nature as well, I've gone with this as like a physically defensive set. Iron Head, good stab, steel type move. Drill Peck over Brave Bird, I don't know, I just prefer not taking damage. U-Turn, just in case you want to get that momentum. You can run a quicker Corviknight if you really want to. Base 67 speed isn't too bad for a steel type. Special defense is still 85, so it's still pretty good. Special attack you're not really going to be touching. You could also run an adamant one as well, just to boost up that attack maybe if you wanted to. So there are a few different routes you could take with this. I just wanted that physically defensive mon on the team, because there are quite a few, like looking through and making these teams, a really load of brand new, like really good physical attackers in this game. So having that good physical defensive wall with good initiative and momentum with U-turn as well could be really helpful. Really solid mon, really solid. Obviously a lot of people saying the second they saw this thing they're like, it's going to be still flying, it's going to be up there next to Skarmory. How's it going to do against Skarmory? We'll only wait and see. The Wi-Fi sort of like meta hasn't really started yet, so we're sure it's going to be wait and see. It's either going to be really good or it's not going to be so much. U-turn also, I've realised that a lot of the new mons get U-turn, so I feel like this meta is going to be really hyper offense, which really favours me because that is my playing style. I love being able to U-turn in and out, volt switch, and having momentum and hitting hard and doing stuff like that. I love playing hyper offense, and it's going to be a breath of fresh air from the very bulky offense that Sun and Moon gave us. So I'm really hoping that the new Wi-Fi meta really comes into play and we see that sort of stuff. I have a really funny feeling that like Gigamaxing and all that sort of stuff's definitely just going to be banned, just flat out going to be banned, because from what I've seen in the beta test from like Showdown and stuff, like Hawlucha is broken. By the way, Hawlucha is absolutely broken. Like it just with Unburden and like I feel like Rillaboom, I'm getting off topic, gets Grassy Seed, Grassy Surge, should I say? So like mixing all together, it's just broken. So it's really going to be interesting. This mon in game, perfect. It's a brilliant, perfect in-game mon just to use. Steel type is always great to have on the team for all those resists. It's good bulk. It's your typical flying type. Everyone gets it. You can get it on Route 1, so you can get it at the start of the game and use it throughout the game. It's just fantastic to have. It's our second team member. It is Corviknight. Moving on to Pokemon number 3, you guys, and we have Toxtricity. I think that again, I'm going to be butchering these pronunciations for all of these team builders. Toxtricity, another one that I've been looking at, and a lot of people seem to love this thing. Very unique type. I mean, look at it. It looks amazing. It does have two different kind of forms depending on your nature. So actually, timid is the nature that we've gone with. It wouldn't actually look like this. It would be the lighter purple instead of the yellow, because it has different forms based on its nature, which is actually really cool and really unique. Really kind of different. I've gone with the Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Sludge Wave, Boom Burst. It's just all round very, very solid. Base 114 special attack is just, it hits really hard. Gone with the Intimidator because base 75 speed, boost up that speed is really going to help it to be outspeeding things, hitting Volt Switches, hitting hard U-turns, Sludge Wave. And Boom Burst is just there because of its ability. I can't remember its ability off the top of my head, but it boosts sound type base moves. So Boom Burst is already like base 120, I want to say. It's going to boost up to about 140-ish, don't quote me on that, but it does boost up the effect of sound base type moves and actually halves the damage taken from them. So a Boom Burst that it gives out will dish more damage, but then a Boom Burst takes will give it less damage. So very unique, very stylish kind of Pokemon, very cool in my opinion. Just design wise looks amazing. Typing, electric poison we've never really had before. So going to be very interesting to see how well this thing does on the competitive scene. I know we're talking about in-game here. In-game this thing is very good. I've seen so many people use this thing and say how good it is and how I could easily put this thing in every team build. I haven't. I've tried to mix things up a bit. There is no duplicate mons inside these teams. Not to say that you can't use this thing. If you decide to play through the game with all 3 mons and you want to use this thing each time, absolutely go for it. I would understand why. That poison and electric typing work really well together, and being able to just have that initiative. Electric typing is actually quite, I'd say, decent in most Pokemon games. Being able to like resistant to ground and being able to hit most things is pretty good. Especially since normally grass resists electric, and now you've got poison on your side, so you can actually hit the grass types. Like, it just works really well, and I've seen a lot of people use it. It looks amazing. It's our 3rd team member. It's Toxtricity. On to Pokemon number 4, you guys, and we have Coalossal. This thing is awesome, and when I say this thing is awesome, it is just simply down to this thing's ability. This thing gets something called Steam Engine. This is literally the reason why I love this thing so much. It gets the ability Steam Engine. If it's hit by a fire type or a water type move, it gets to +6 speed straight away. So max speed straight away. It's quad weak to water, so I highly recommend trying not to take that water type. But if you can predict in competitive, if you've got this thing and you can predict the fire type attack, you come in and you get to +6 speed. And suddenly you have base 80 attack with Adamant Nature, so it will boost it even more. Base 110 HP, 120 defense, 90 special defense. You're going to be outspeeding and hitting things. It's going to do serious damage. If you could run Steam Engine weakness policy with this thing and just take a quad resisted fire type move and get to +6. Or if you take a weak water type move from a weaker mod on a weakness policy, you live that water type attack. That's game. That's done. Heat Crash, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Iron Head, pretty self-explanatory moveset. Heat Crash and Stone Edge are stab type moves. Earthquake is just good coverage, and Iron Head as well. Why not? Just sort of hard hitting physical type moves to put it on there. You can get a Rollicoli, which is its first stage evolution. On Route 3, it evolves into Charcoal. I want to say, I nearly said Carl. I generally thought there was an L in there, but it's Charcoal, which is when it becomes a Rock Fire type. And then into Coalossal at 34, so 18, and then 34 is pretty good levels, to be honest, for an in-game mon. You're using that Rollicoli until level 18, you've got your Charcoal for a little bit, and then you've got this Coalossal Rock Fire type until 34. I was going to say how this is a unique typing, and I've just remembered that we've got Magcargo. This thing blows Magcargo out the park, and I love Magcargo. Magcargo is great, but this thing blows Magcargo out the park. This thing looks awesome, and it looks like it's going to be a fire rock type done right. If you haven't used this thing, it's the first time I'm saying it. If you haven't used this thing, please make sure that you give this thing a go, because it generally will surprise you on like how good it is. Like considering that, like it probably would look at that and go, oh, it's speed's base 30, it's slow as balls. You take that attack, you get a +6, your base 120 speed. So your base 110 HP, base 120 defense, base 120 speed, 90 special defense, 80 special attack, 80 physical attack. That's ridiculous. That's actually broken. Insane. I can't wait to use it competitively. It's going to be so good. It's our 4th team member on the team. It is Coalossal. On to Pokemon number 5 then, you guys, and we have Hatterene, I want to say. I don't want to get that wrong. Look how beautiful this Pokemon is. Absolutely gorgeous. This thing is going to be my special defensive wall sort of thing. I've given it a modest nature. I don't know what, base 136 special attack, and I've still given it modest nature. That's ridiculous. One thing that does let it down, it's base 29 speeds. It is very slow, but I can imagine, I'm talking about like competitively, this thing in Trick Room will be disgusting. Like this thing can be your Calm Mind sweeper in Trick Room, like seriously. So you get Hatena, that's how you want to say it. See, I'm trying not to butcher it. I've had to read these down. You get Hatena on in Hammerlock Hills, is one of the wild areas. Then Hatterene, Hatterene at 32, and Hatterene at 42. I've probably butchered all of those. If I butchered, let me know in the comment section below how to actually say these mons, because some of the pronunciations is absolutely just abysmal for me personally as well. Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire, and Shadow Ball. This thing is a Psychic Fairy type, so your Gardevoir, your Tapu Lele, so that's going to be up there with them. Mystical Fire is very good for having for Steel types. Shadow Ball, good coverage as well. Dazzling Gleam, it doesn't get Moonblast, unfortunately. I did look into this, it doesn't get Moonblast. Dazzling Gleam will do you just fine though, and Psychic as well, because always, why not? So 32 and then 42, so it's going to be a quite late game sort of trying to get this thing, but what I'm sure once you get this thing, you're going to enjoy it, because it's just, it can take a hit. Its HP does let it down a little bit, but if you can take that special attack, or if you do want to run Calm Mind on this thing and you can go against special attackers, you will put in the absolute work indeed. Very unique mon. Give it a go if you haven't already. I know I'm very hyper offense, but I did like the look of this Pokemon in this team specifically as a, like a special bulk and sort of thing. It is our 5th team member. It is Hatterene. Hatterene. God, butchered that. On to the final team member, then, you guys, maybe the most controversial pick of all. I always do this. If you guys are new to the channel, you'll be unsurprising to know that I love my dragon types. Dragon types are my thing. I love me a good dragon. And this thing is stupidly good. I mean, okay, let's elephant out the room. Yes, level 50, then level 60, and it is a pain in the arse to get. But if you do indeed get one, and get it to, Dragapult. I can get this one right. Dragapult, which is this mon. This is called Dragapult. He's nice to meet you. This thing's amazing. Okay? Base 120 physical attack. Base 142 speed. That's ridiculous. And 75 special defense, 75 defense, 88 HP. It can take a hit. It's not like it's got 30 defenses. Dragon Dart is its unique move. It is a base, I can't remember its base, but it's a it's like double kick, but dragon, but more effective. So you're sturdy, not gonna care. Your Focus Sash, not gonna care. This thing gets Dragon Dance. If it wasn't already base 120 attack and 1/4 speed, if that wasn't enough for you, you can Dragon Dance and be even quicker and hit even harder. It gets U-turn for initiative. You don't need a scarf. Chuck a band on this thing. Go for it. Why not? And then its Ghost type move, the best physical Ghost type move it gets is Phantom Force. I'm really upset this thing doesn't get Shadow Claws, considering he sat there with literally 4-inch nails. Why can he get Shadow Claw? Literally just sat there with 4-inch claws. Should have got Shadow Claw. Absolutely amazing. Adamant Nature, of course, because we don't need to be upping that speed whatsoever. So upping that base 120 physical attack is just going to be amazing. You get Dreepy in the Lake of Outrage. Look up online where to get. Do not flood my comment section. Where do I get this? Where do I get this? Where do I get this? It's all. I will leave a link to Cerebi, which is where I got all my information. It's where you should always get all your Pokemon information from. Joey does an amazing job. Is it Joey that does it? I can't remember. Follow him on Twitter. Make sure you go and follow Cerebi and help that man. That man works incredibly hard to get that website out and make sure his information is up to date. But it will let you know where to get every single one of these mons. I'll put in the description where you can get all of them in terms of like their first route where they appear and the wildlands, etc, etc. But yeah, so this thing is. Well, look at those stats. Ignore. Oh, I've just hit my keyboard. Ignore the 50 and 60 in the evolution. I understand. I get that some of you might put you off, but there is so much post-game content that it is worth it. You can still get a Dracloak, which is its middle form, by the end of the game, because around 50 is where roughly you're going to be, depending on how much training you've done. And the new thing about these games is you've got EXP candies. If you get a load of large ones and you finally find this thing, you can get a Dragapult straight away. You chuck shitloads of candies in this thing, and boom, done. Level 60. Have some of that. Got me a Dragapult. I got a base 120 attacking mon, base 142 speed. Have some of that. Honestly, this thing is worth it. So good, so amazing. It's our final team member. If you haven't tried this thing, please, please give it a go, just for me. It is Dragapult. Alright then you guys, so that's going to be it for today's Pokemon Team Builder. If you have enjoyed, definitely make sure to hit that like button down below for us to support the channel and the series. If you're not already here, of course, hit that subscribe button as well. We'll be bringing more Pokemon Sword and Shield. I nearly got that wrong. Team Builders in the future, of course, we've still got Grookey and Score Bunny left to go. Let's quickly run through that team one more time. We've got Inteleon, Korviknight, Toxtricity, Coalossal, Hatterene, and a Dragapult. I hope I didn't butcher any of those names. Of course, they would definitely make sure to leave a like. Comment your teams on Sword and Shield down below as well. Let me know what you used, what you changed, different stuff like that. All the locations of all the mons that I showed in this video also will be down in the description if you guys want to know where you can get any of these. Definitely make sure to try them out if you haven't already. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to out of here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!